Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. New run, new champions. I'll do the expert challenges one of these days. I just don't want to do them right now. We get melting Wormkin. So last time we were Wormkin melting, now we're melting Wormkin. I have yet to play as Umbra. I've been randoming since the DLC. It's not, well, it is DLC. I've been randoming since the DLC came out. Still have not gotten Umbra. One day we'll get there. Dripfall, very good. Proclamation, it's okay. Attuned Extract 2, the Extract is a little expensive. A Fatal Melting, pretty decent. Buff, debuff Seraph does not matter because you don't really buff or debuff the Wormkin or Melting Remnant units. So I don't mind. And 100 gold for 10 packed shards. I'm not really that interested. Let's see what we get from the artifact first. Your Pyre gets plus 15 attack or the one that's actually good. We'll take the one that's actually good. It's Little Fade. I thought we were gonna have Rector Flicker. Extinguish, apply +5/+5 and burn out 2 to friendly units, or spikes 1, slay, gain +2 attack, and spikes 2 permanently. By the way, they changed Little Fade. I do remember that from reading some of the patch notes. Let's take a quick look at her. Extinguish will buff, but not as much, I think, and it applies Burnout 2 instead of Burnout 1. I think it applied Burnout 1 to friendly units, now it's Burnout 2. Although maybe it always did Burnout 2 and then that turn just kind of ends immediately. Very decent, very good. If you go, hard into dregs, this can be worth a lot. Eternal Flame has been changed. This is the one that I was very happy to hear that it got changed. Previously, this would be like plus 60 attack, and then it's way more expensive. So you have to play Eternal Flame dies, gets more expensive, and then eventually it becomes too expensive to play, and that's why I don't like, or didn't like Eternal Flame. You could still make it free if you had like Flicker's Liquor or Licker's Flicker, but not so much anymore. And then Little Icarus having spikes and gain damage. I don't like Little Icarus. I think that the spikes gain doesn't really matter that much, and you have to reform Little Fade in order to replay Little Fade. I'd much rather just have this Little Fade to buff the damage output significantly and just bring her back every turn. Because yeah, sure, I could have Little Fade that has 160 spikes, or every time Little Fade dies, I could buff everyone's attack by like 150. Firelight is, I think, the best Little Fade. I like it because, we can play dregs, we can play drafts, we can get multi-strike, we can kill units, we can only lose Little Fade ideally, and then just keep replaying Little Fade every turn. Go heavy into capacity because we don't need energy. That's what I like. Now, I don't like you getting damage shield, admittedly. Fracture Reap. I don't think I can kill you guys on this floor, unfortunately, but we should probably still put out Little Fade. This Apprentice of Light, though, really don't like this. This is very awkward. I could daze him, which I guess is what we're gonna have to do. Cha-cha! Infuse, daze. Now he's not attacking us and he's not getting the damage shield, but he's gonna make it up, unfortunately, because my Little Fade is gonna be dying. I don't know, this is very awkward. You know what, hold up. Fracture, Proclamation, now you're dead. Double Train Steward, I'm gonna put him up here so we can get the gold. And then a Fatal Melting, does nothing. A Fatal Melting is also a very interesting card to have with this combination too. Your units just keep dying over and over again. Reform a unit, we know who we're bringing back. Can't quite kill you, but you're gonna die anyways, Little Fade. You might as well die up here. Yeah, I thought I could play 2 of them. He healed just enough that he's gonna live for 1 more turn. Okay, reform. I do like that the primitive molds give us a benefit. GT Quirk, thank you for the cheer. In case no one said it, choo choo. I don't know if anyone did say it, but you said it. Okay, so that wasn't ideal, but Hopefully we just can keep molding back over and over again. Don't love getting 2 train stewards, but at least they're like tanky train stewards, you know? Daze, you, fracture. It's gonna do 2 times 8 damage. I think I'm just gonna focus on the boss, because all we need is 1 more floor. Burnout 3 steward. Let's go. All right, so we took 6 damage. It's the first fight. You expect to take some damage, and the enemies we were fighting were some of the like worst for our deck. Infuse, descend a unit, and apply daze. I like that. I also like Wicklash. I also like Hallowed Drippings to keep the burnout units burning out when Little Fate is gone. We do have 1 descend. I think we go for Hallowed Drippings though, just to keep the burnout units burning out when she's gone. Apply infuse to cards in hand is just like very good. And then infused, inspire, +1/+1 to friendly units. That doesn't seem that bad. That does not seem that bad. If we're gonna have a lot of units down on a floor, this could help buff them up. But then again, we could also just get Lady of the Reformed, which we know is a good unit. They can keep your burnout units going strong. Yeah. I do like Keeper of Echoes, though. We've never won with this card. I'm gonna try Keeper of Echoes to buff the burnout units. We're gonna try going that path, I think. Now, what do we want? Well, we don't really have too many good units to upgrade. We only have 1, but we could get another unit, which I like. And then maybe even meld them. Large stone. Let's see what we get. Glug Cider, Kinhost Vessel. I mean, because it's multi-strike, the large stone would be good on the Kinhost Poopa, but Shell 8 takes a long time to get down. Glug Cider is at least like an easy unit to play, and the Reap can really kind of kill enemy units before they make it up floors. So I kind of like Glug Cider here as just a unit that you can put down that kills other units that are making it up. It's hard to play initially, but I think it might be better than Kinhost, who's gonna suck up 8 charged echoes before they can be played. Glug Cider is a little bit more fun. As for Large Stone, I don't really know who to put it on, honestly. Keeper of Echoes is not really the type of unit that you want to have with this sort of a buff, because Keeper of Echoes, you want them to have a lot of other units on the same floor. I think if anything, you would want them to be sort of like a tank for other units. And then, I don't know, maybe save money? Upgrade a spell to cost -2. So we could get like a free Fatal Melting. Well, I would like it if we could get +10 magic power in piercing, because then it would actually do damage. Until we get units killed, this is kind of doing nothing. We have 2 Dirt Falls. We don't need a 3rd one. Yeah, I don't really see this being particularly helpful. Don't really even see a Train Steward being particularly helpful. I mean, yeah, we can merge it on another unit, but why when we could have like a better merge in the future? So, another meld point, an artifact, and 2 meld points, 3 meld points later on. I think we just stall. Did they change Lady? Didn't it give 2 burnout before? I think she always gave 5. I could be wrong, but I think I remember her always giving 5. Bong, 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 bong. Let's see what we got. Glug Cider. Well, you can't be played, unfortunately. At the very least, we can do this. Only 1 unit's making it up, which is pretty good, and then maybe we'll start trying to infuse here for the Glug. He did 3 damage. I don't know if you're gonna do any more than that. I certainly hope not. Infused. We can't do anything here, can we? Well, that sucks. Guess we're killing 2 of them. We'll descend the gold goblin. Our pyre's gonna take a little bit of damage, but it shouldn't be too bad. Train steward, burnout. Well, at least we're getting the gold, I guess. You're gonna make it to the pyre, huh? Well, let's make sure that you get hit and take as much damage as possible. This fight's gonna suck. I don't know why I played you up there for the Ember Drain now that I think about it. Apply infuse to cards in hand. Beautiful. Let's get Glug Cider next turn, shall we? At least we can kill one of them. Look, this is why you have a pyre that has 40 health at the beginning of the game, so you can actually play things. Glug Cider wouldn't even be able to be played. I am an idiot. Also, we should be inspiring up here now that I think about it. Well, let's go for it, I suppose. Extract, deal 50 damage, might as well. Burnout 2. Burnout 1, extinguish, apply, burnout 2. I don't want to extinguish up there. Don't really want to extinguish here. I think it's just better to play that. This is a real awkward fight. I think we might just die right here. We did not die. We should have, but we didn't. Good lord. All right, next fight. Molded, okay, yes, we're just gonna take a dedicated mold and make it hold over if we can. I do like an Echo Infusion. +5 attack, no. Just to buff the health of some units. Now, a free artifact is good. Still don't have any extra units to like meld. Free artifact is good, but I think maybe spells might be more important right now. If I can get holdover. Cannot get holdover. Infused, consume. I don't mind that holding. I don't mind that going. Deal 150 damage to the front enemy unit. Plus 20 damage on fatal melting. Let's get that mold free. Yes, and that's exactly what we want. Admittedly, Echo Infusion is good, but we want to be able to bring back our champion literally every turn, and that's how you do that. So I feel much better now that we've managed to get that out there. Dripfall, you know, dazing enemy units is okay. Magic power on Proclamation is fine. Yeah. For the greater good, upgrade a unit. So upgrading a unit, it's like plus Sunderstone or something, like melee weakness on hit, which kind of is trash. I think you want for the greater good, taking control of a non-boss enemy unit with the lowest health on a floor, clearing its status effects. It's funny, it's interesting, and I don't think anything else really compares right now. Plus 30 magic power. I mean, dude, a 200 damage Proclamation is pretty good. Intrinsic. This is when I would love to have access to that mold card again. But what do we want immediately in our hand at the beginning of combat? Probably a Bounding Echoes, so that we can immediately get Glug out, I think. And then plus 30 magic power. It is pretty good on Proclamation. Unfortunately, you know, shields are gonna stop these kind of cards from going off, but, you know, sure, let's do it. Maybe we can make it work. And as for like upgrading units, I guess we're just not gonna upgrade our units because I don't have any good units to upgrade. What would I have wanted? I don't know. Units? Haven't really had too many opportunities to pick them up. No drafts. We didn't even start with dregs, so it's not like Hell's Banners is gonna be that effective for us. Okay. Apply infuse to cards in hand. days. This is like so effed up. Am I really going to put Glugsider and Little Fade together so that he burns out? That seems utterly stupid. And yet it's exactly what I'm gonna do. Inspire, apply +1/+1 to friendly units. You might as well go up there. Now, we didn't do any damage on that floor now that I think about it, but oh well. Extract 2. Deal 100 damage to the front enemy unit. I can do that. I can't play Echo Infusion at all, but we can at least do that. Train Steward would die. It might suck up some reforms, but we'll try it anyways. This is stupid. I don't know why I did what I did. Reform a random unit. Well, we got him again. Do we just put him on the same floor again? I mean, I suppose, why not, right? Probably play it in the right order. All right, well, that's something. And then one infusion actually does stuff here, so. There you go. You're probably gonna hit the pyre for a little bit more than 4. I would like to be able to kill you. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I can probably kill you, honestly. Oh, you know what? Let's drip fall you. Yeah, drip fall first. We will play the mold here. Keep bringing back Little Fade. As long as they keep dying, the Glugsider's not gonna die. I don't know why I'm like trying to buff the Glugsider though. Doesn't seem that good, but what the heck do I know, right? I know you're getting stronger, okay? I'd like to kill you. There you go. So now one enemy is making it up. If we can just descend him again, that'd be good. I'd like to descend you too. You have 55 plus some health. We need to play some units first though. You know what? I immediately forgot about this frickin' molded holdover too. It's so good to have it. I need to kill you. Take control of the non-boss enemy unit with the lowest health. Clear its status effects. I could play it up here and make you my ally. Doesn't seem that bad. What if I just make you make it up a floor and then take you over? That seems better. That seems better. Okay, so we're gonna mold here. I suppose we might as well buff you in that case, because you're gonna be my ally in a minute. Little Fade is gonna keep the Glugsider living for like ever. Let's bring back another unit. Sweet. $10 damage. 5 damage is enough to stop you. I'd rather have you tank. Then, oh, we're not gonna get this card next turn. That's okay, we can still take control of a unit. I hope it's not the bomb, but if it is the bomb, it'll at least do 10 damage, right? No, we gotta do it up here. I gotta stop you from making it up. I can hopefully descend you. No, but I can proclamation next turn. That'll kill you, okay. So you're now mine. And you move to the front, that's good to know. It's good to know that you move to the front. Okay, you're probably gonna die. You're taking 255. I was expecting more, but that's fine. Okay, bring back a... You have 1 more health, so you might as well come back to me. Thank you, I'm getting a little screwed. 200 damage is pretty decent. You're living. You're living. You have burnout too. I can't even play you guys anywhere. I would like to play you, but I want to save room next floor, so I guess I'm just not gonna play you. At least he is taking a lot of damage from the Glugsider and the hits. Okay, you're dying. And we have a drip fall, so we can lower one of our own units down in order to do some damage. Can I lower a glug? No. That would have been great. 25, 21, infuse burnout 4. We actually want to have you in the back. It'll apply burnout 2 to friendly units. Inspire gain. Okay. That's the Glug. We're not gonna play him, he's just there. I would love to get the Keeper of Echoes out of here so I can play this guy. Oh, he only has burnout 2, so maybe not. We'll put Little Fade down in the back. That should be enough damage to kill you, but even if it wasn't, let's just, I don't know, send you down. Kill your boss for me, please. Connie says the units look wrong on the wrong side of the field. You're not wrong. They look so strange being on the left instead of the right. I'm like, how'd you get there? Double buffs and armor. Well, the buffs don't really matter. Apply your reap to enemy units. Remove shell from eggs. I do have an egg, I think. Did I take an egg on this one? No, just Keeper of Echoes. I don't really want these, but they are like good cards. Guess this can do some damage to enemy units, potentially. Take it. Harvest. I do like the Wickless Baron in this situation. Harvest +2/+2. Even putting that on another unit I like. I don't know who I would put that on. Keeper of Echoes maybe would be nice, because then you could just put that unit down and they'll get a lot of buffs every time anything happens. I need more freaking units, dude. Good lord. But I like Wickless Baron, he's a good unit. Now, energy draw or capacity. Probably capacity to put more units down. But I guess if we only have Keeper of Echoes, Wickless Baron in our champion, that's gonna be the entire floor anyways. At least as far as the middle floor is concerned. So do we wanna have card draw or more energy to play more cards? Probably more energy to play more cards. No, we get energy back with Hell's Banners. We want more draw to get to units? To get to like the Train Steward and the molds, I guess? Sure. Sure, I need more artifacts, dude. This is like such a weirdo run. I think we will go unit upgrades and units and an extra unit though. Although we could dupe a unit. Or a card for that matter. Is there anything good to dupe? For the greater good would be interesting. We should probably make it cheaper. Glug Cider is always an interesting get because you can just make 2 floors of tanks. You know what? That's pretty decent, honestly. I think if you can make 2 floors of Glug Cider tanks, it's not the end of the world. Now, keep burning out, please, and then let's go. So we did not get a new unit, we did not remove units or cards from our deck, and we did not upgrade our units. But what we did do is we added another Glug Cider. That's gotta be worth something, right? I can't even play you down here, there's not enough room! Well, if there's not enough room, we should play our other units down here. You can tank like another floor. So, yeah, I can't play you. I gotta play you next turn, I think. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna play a Keeper, Train Steward, a Little Fade, and Fracture. You're only taking 8 damage and you're gonna live, which sucks, but oh well. Okay, the Glug Cider cannot be played. How did you live? Oh, you gained 1 health, which meant that you lived, which was not what I wanted. Oh, Lord. Also, I should have saved room for the for the Wickless Baron here, gotten rid of the Train Steward. What am I thinking? Well, I guess you can go there. No one here has burnout yet, so we don't really need to play that. I guess we'll just play this here. Play this. And then, I'm just gonna incant on the floor, or, infuse on the floor, whatever the heck it is. This guy has 150 health and they're making it up. I don't know how I'm gonna kill him. I guess we're just gonna let the pyre destroy him. I'd rather not, but, hey, I guess we'll try to keep you alive at this point. Now we're doing 67 damage. Reap 2, Reap 4. It's only doing 4 damage. It's not enough to kill you. It's not enough to kill you. I'd rather do that. And I'd rather you die, so let's actually make you tanky. I guess this is what happens when you don't get the Glugs out early, huh? Who would have guessed it? Who would have guessed it? Deal 100 damage to the front enemy unit. I wish I had put that here! I am such a fool. No. Well, we'll do that. That's so dumb of me. I should have played more incanting on the top and then played that to deal 200 damage or whatever the heck it was. I'm down to 17 health now. I don't know, I'd like to live. That'd be nice. Let's play you here. Play you here. You can go down. You're not dying. You only do 1 damage to the pyre. I would still like it if you had died. You should probably go down here. You can now dump these cards. That's still not killing you. If it's not killing you, I'm tempted to just move you down and daze you, but if you only do 1 damage to the pyre, maybe I'm okay with that. Maybe I'll just move you down. Okay, 424 damage. At least the boss is dying. Do I really want to save you so that you can add garbage to my deck? Is that how this works? I have no idea. But what we're gonna do, let's play this here. There's the Wickless Baron. There's a Train Steward. Dump, dump. You know what? You're now on my side. Oh, but you're dying, so I don't get to actually see if that's how that works. It would have been fun to see if we added garbage to our deck by taking over the unit that adds garbage to our deck. But it's okay because you're dead. All right, that fight was just completely awful in every sense of the word. Deal damage, no. Endless, yes. Add a draft to your hand and apply plus 10 attack for each card. I do want a draft. I understand the Votavary though. Like if we play the Votavary, we get energy out of it like every other turn, and it also buffs our 1 unit. Infuse, consume, apply, reap 12. I hate that this costs 2. I don't want to add too many expensive cards to the deck. We have energy. Is it enough though? What the heck are we gonna do on this stupid run? Deal 5 damage to enemy units per charged echo. Sure. Our deck is getting thick. Spell upgrade or free artifact. We're gonna get an artifact either way. Spell upgrades could be okay, make things cheaper. What would we duplicate? On the right path. I don't think we need to duplicate a mold. Honestly, duplicating a Votavary could be good to buff the Wickless Baron, but he's like not upgraded anyways. He's not doing anything on his own. I don't think there's anything worth duplicating. I think we want to go left. Units cost -2. Your pyre gets plus 40. Free initial units, I think would be okay. I know that we do get refunds on the units, but now they're free to play. Double stack. Apply 8x minus 1 reap to enemy units. No, we want it to be the opposite. We want it to be something like this. 4x plus 1 reap. That way you can actually, you know, play it for 0. Magic power. 5 damage to enemy units plus 10. It's a wide spell, which I think is okay. Double stack cost 1 more. Burnout 10. 8x reap. No. I don't think we want double stack. I want cheap cards. Holdover is nice. Like, we could get like a holdover 1 cost fatal melting. It's garbage early, but eventually it can get better. A holdover echo infusion for health is nice. Admittedly, a holdover 200 damage attuned extract 2 proclamation is pretty good for damage output. I think we're gonna take that. I'll give you some magic power. I'll make you a little cheaper. Start purging some cards here. I think we should keep purging train stewards. We don't need this many train stewards. Purge a couple of them. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way. This is such a strange deck and such a strange run. Votivary we could make endless on someone else. Endless Wickless Baron is kind of okay. I wouldn't mind that as like a melding, but we can't really do it right now. Honestly, I just can't even believe I'm still alive. Non-boss enemy units get plus 6 attack. I don't mind if the enemy units hit hard because if we can get the Glugs out, it doesn't matter. And if we can get our other units out and they die, it also doesn't matter. I just want the Glug Cider to get out there, especially early. We just need to not get 5 units in hand on turn 1. I need to get spells in hand on turn 1. Okay, this'll work, this'll work. It's not great, but it will work. And I don't care if the Glug has burnout. We can cancel his burnout later. So you did make it up, which is, I guess, is understandable. Now, we want eventually to play the Glug here, but we also want to extract. So I think we want to play this here. You go down here. You have 31 damage? It's a little insane. At least now you're dead. Play the train steward. We'll buff your health, so now you will live to kill this marksman. I can't kill the Glug. Too much extraction. It's really nice when the Glug Cider gets the infusion bonus, so he's free to play. Admittedly. Mold. Keeper of Echoes. We need to play something. I think we should play. We need to extract 2 to play this. I would like to kill you. You're gonna be a problem. Could Keeper of Echoes and Wickless Baron on this floor? Mold back a unit, which is gonna be our champion. This is not how I really wanted Little Fade to be played, but like, I guess it's doing something. Can play you. And you. Deal a buttload of damage. Hit you. Buff you. Alright, you're taking 31 on this floor. I can hopefully descend you next turn. We also did get Votivary, who can't fit in the same floor as a Wickless Baron. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. I'm understanding my problems. Problems I gave to myself. At least you are dead, because that is a pretty good combination. For the greater good. No, this is fine. You also have Stealth 1. I don't know why you have Stealth 1, but I'll take it. Do we want to descend anyone? No, we would just want, I don't even think we want Votavary out, to be honest with you. I think maybe we just like drip fall this guy. Buys us some room up there for some more stuff. Sorry, Votavary. Hold. Little Fade will help keep the Glug alive. Ancient Resonance. Does something. I'd love to be able to play these up there, but I can't. So I'm not sure if we can actually get the Glug out. Not the Glug! Also, dazing you for one turn would be really maybe sweet. I don't know. Let me think about this for a minute. Just dump this card. Okay, now we got Glug room. And you know what? Should probably just ascend one of these guys. Like, what about you? You're gonna be pretty buff. You'll be dazed for one turn, but then you'll do some damage. Why are they dying? They're dying because they're hitting the Glug and then burning out. You would do like 7 damage. You'd do like 16 damage. I don't know, this doesn't look that good. This should probably just like fracture you just so that you take more damage, huh? On every floor. Bum, bang, 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 bang. Apply 16 Reap, huh? I gotta admit, that seems pretty good. Dude. Can actually get the Glug out. Hell yeah, bro. There's our extra energy. There's 24 Reap, and you're not quite dead, but you're gonna die on the next floor. This is stupid. I hate that I'm alive, because I don't want to be alive. He died! We got another one, though. It's okay, bring him back. I forgot he only came back with Burnout 1, because he just died. All right, now you're good. Okay, how, like, this is not how a winning run is supposed to function here. How are we gonna do this? I need more card draw, because the first turn, I can't get the Glug out on his own. He's too big. He needs too many, the infusions, whatever it's called. Stealth 2 is also interesting, but I think we're just gonna skip these. I have enough cards. I need to make the deck better. Another Wormkin could be interesting. It is an infusion, it consumes. Revenge of the Damned is also interesting to gain charges, but I mean, like, another one wouldn't be that bad. If I have just extra energy, I can play it. I tend to have extra energy. Okay, we're live. We're kicking it. Now, unit upgrades. Oh my god, we've gotta upgrade some of these units at some point. So, unit upgrades, card removal, get rid of these damn train stewards. The Votavaries is gonna be dying over and over again, so we don't need to upgrade them at all. Then, what's the spells? Plus 30 magic power. Not what we want. Intrinsic. Not what we want. Although we could, like, for the greater good on turn 1, which is kind of interesting, but eh. Then sacrifice units. We would put maybe Endless in the Wickless Baron so that we have a tank. Let's think about upgrades. What do we get? Quick. Quick is not exactly what we're looking for. Burnout 1, not exactly what we're looking for. Although on the Votavary, it would mean that they die every turn, so we could actually give them health, and they will still burn out every turn, and give me the death, give me the draw. I actually think that might not be bad on them, and we can make them a tank now. Plus 3 attack per. No, reroll. Plus 3 attack per, and Endless. Well, do we give Endless to somebody? Maybe a Glug? If we can get a Glug out, it can come back without burnout. It's actually pretty good. Plus 10 attack. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but sure, there you go. Wow, this deck sucks. God damn it. Well, now I'm not gonna do this this mind melding. Harvest +2/+2. What if I put you in the Keeper of Echoes? You know what? I'm gonna put you in you. And then you're gonna function as the tank for when our champion ends up dying. Because we know it's gonna happen at some point. Bum, 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 bum. Spell empowers units with rage. Oh, that'll be nice. At least I have more like capacity and room to play units. Even if it is just playing like the freaking die unit over and over again. You know the one, the die unit. Okay. Believe it or not, we can play Glug. Glug, 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 glug. You might as well get stunned. You're gonna come out. Now there's not a lot of capacity on the floor, but what this does mean is that we can actually get little fade out on like the middle floor. We don't need any more capacity anywhere else, so that's fine. Units are dying as they move. Well, I guess we need to put some like stuff down before they can die, but we'll do that now. Keeper of Echoes, you go out. Mold needs to be reformed. Play it here. Now they all die, which is good. Play this here. Play this here. Play this. And then play this. Now, units are gonna make it up. It sucks. However, we might be able to descend them, and if we descend them, they won't kill me. So here's hoping. Well, there is one of these, which does seem pretty nice. It applies 12 reap, or 16 reap rather. I can only play one unit though, which does suck. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna start here. Play you there. Now you're not burning out. And then, you know what? This, you're taking 63 damage. If you hit my pyre for 8, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Ah, screw that. Hit my pyre for none. God, I just can't kill anything. Nothing is dying as I'm trying to move up or anything. I gotta find some way of killing units. They do have reap on them. They still have reap on them down here. So, well, I don't want to give you armor though. You will gain a rage, which doesn't really matter too much. You're gonna live, which is unfortunate. But at least the Votavary is gonna start burning out more. I guess the Votavary is gonna gain burnout when the Little Fade dies, so we gotta be a little bit careful about that. Oh, you're gonna hit the pyre once. Okay. Well, it only took 9. You're done. Oh my god, you have so much health. How am I gonna deal with you? You're taking a lot of damage, but if I descend you, you'll probably take more. Actually, this is probably what you wanted to hear. Now that we have Proclamation, we can actually do some frickin' damage. Votavary's gotta go out. You already burn out. Now you're both dying. I have another Proclamation. I proclaim. Are you taking 30 damage? Oh, because you're just hitting me. No wonder. How should we do this? I don't mind killing the Guardian. I'd like to kill one of these units though, but we gotta kill the Guardian before we can, you know, hit them with spells. I could just descend you and then hit the boss, but I could hit the boss with 100 damage, but you'll live. Doesn't seem wise. 4 times 5, you're gonna take 20 damage on the next floor, which means you will die. I suppose we should maybe up the damage of Reap. So maybe we'll do that, up the damage a little bit. Could even play this to kill the Guardian. But a Fatal Melting should do it on its own, so let's not worry about that. You're taking no damage. If you're taking no damage, you'll probably take some damage here. Nope. I guess you don't have reach, because you never hit my unit, huh? Okay, what's going on? You have 1 HP, huh? But you're endless. You're gonna come back, and you're just instantly replayable. So that's why you're, like, the best. Here's my proclamation. Well, no. Vote. Mold. Molding Little Fade is 2 every turn, so that pays for proclamation. Votavary pays for energy. Then we can play whatever the heck we want. Do I want a unit? I don't really want a unit. We would get a 21 times 2 in the front, which will just like die. It'll die, which is nice, but I don't want him to die. I want him to die later. I think what we want to do is just do damage to you. We'll keep as much as we can infusion-wise there. And I want you to die. Oh, I forgot that you heal. I want you to die, so this will do 10 damage to you, which means that you will live. Well, I guess you're just gonna live for 1 more turn. We'll start stacking it up on the boss then. Okay, last turn. Glug. A endless Glug can fit at the top, but it doesn't matter. We might want to have these units be at the top though, so let's not worry about what we're doing. You're about to burn out, which sucks. I would rather you didn't. I think we'll do... No, I want the Glug to die and come back, so I'm gonna let you kill me. I still would like to keep Proclamation though. I'd like for you to die, Little Fade. You're kind of screwing things up for me. But also, you are a 94 100 unit. That's pretty good. Maybe making you endless is the way to go. We want this to be here, want this to be here. Proclamation. You're dead already. No reason to play it. Little Fade is gonna die in 1 turn. And there's my Glug. So Glug goes down. Then, Mold. Mold. It just increases the damage that we're doing down here, I suppose. I want you to die. Our Keeper of Echoes is looking pretty swell. Kind of a bit low on the burnout, but as long as we keep bringing back our champion, what does it matter? You're taking 1,000 damage. Burnout 1. You are burning out, which is like really unfortunate. You know, I should have put the champion in the back in that case. So we'll let you burn out first. 1,050 damage. Could just do 100 damage and then keep buffing the Reap. Could drip fall you to daze ya. I think you're dead if I play Glug Cider. So I'm gonna play Glug Cider. You know, there's room for the champion if we want to put him up there. You're dead. You're gonna have so much unbelievable amount of trash on you. You have no idea what you're doing. Get dazed. Took 474 damage. It's not that much damage, but like it's something. Formless Child, Waxen Spike, Unearthed Remains. Extinguish plus 20. If we put that on the Votavary, they'll come back stronger, and then at the end of combat, they could go to the back and do damage, but it's not that much damage. Burnout 4 plus more damage would be nice, because you can play it for 0 for Burnout, and you can play that for your Keeper of Echoes and whatnot. So I think this is actually what we want. And then I think we want card draw. so we can get the because the more draw we get, the easier it is to get Glug because we have more cards that can be infused. That's the way I think about it. Then duplication and merchanting. Okay. Good lord. Or for the greater good. There's no spell upgrades though. I'd really like to spell upgrade it first. What's coming up next? Just another divine temple. All right. You have unit upgrades, you have unit upgrades, you have unit... This can't be our only units, right? A run can't function like this if these are our only units. This doesn't work. And yet here we are, I suppose. Remove card, duplicate card. Duplicate the Votavary? Could duplicate Keeper of Echoes and play it on the top floor with the champion, and the champion will keep dying and buffing every turn, and then if the champion dies, then it won't leave Ember Drain, but we'll get Ember Drained every turn. But then we can bring back units with the Votavary and Keeper of Echoes every turn. But the Votavary won't be able to die on the same floor as the Keeper of Echoes. Do you want the Keeper of Echoes or do you want the champion on the same floor? Where do you want the champion? Mighty Odin, you're leaving? Well, have a good day. Have a good night. Because I just rambled to myself, thinking about what the heck I'm doing. Because I have no idea. I mean, another proclamation that does 200 damage is pretty decent, but when we fight spell shield enemies on Divinity, it doesn't matter. That's not going to do enough. I guess the Glugsiders is what we're going to use to kill those types of enemies, but they're still going to make it up. I think what we want is like a duplicated Keeper of Echoes or a duplicated Votavary. Because if we duplicate the Votavary, and in fact, could we meld and then duplicate? We could. What would we meld into it? I mean, literally nothing. So, yeah, literally nothing. Okay, so if we duplicated Keeper of Echoes, you could put it on its own floor in the middle with the 4 capacity, or you could put it on the top floor with the champion. If you duplicate the Votavary, you could put the 2 Votavaries, a Keeper of Echoes, and the champion on the top floor. And then the Votavary, since they have burnout, they, in theory, should keep the Ember Drain from hitting you. Okay, you know what? That seems pretty decent. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. An endless Votavary on the top floor with the champion and a single Keeper of Echoes. Yeah, I guess. Here we go. Remove 2 cards from your deck. We don't need all of these fractures, I don't think. I think we can get by with removing a fracture, and then I think we can get by with removing a fracture. Now, upgrade our champion. More damage, more health, more burnout. Spell Chain. Spell Chain is pretty nice. Even Unbounding Echoes, it can give us a little bit more. Echo Infusion is a very good Spell Chain target, although it will cost us some. For the greater good, we could always just get like 2 units, although it is expensive. Intrinsic. I don't think we want an intrinsic spell. Proclamation, Wormkin Spike. Wax and Spike. Wax and Spike spell chain could be interesting because it'll apply a lot of burnout, but we don't need the burnout. We don't really need a Fatal Melting, it's too expensive. We don't really need Dripfall either. So like Echo Infusion or For the Greater Good are interesting. I don't think it's that important though. Intrinsic. I don't think this is important either. Proclamation, Wax and Spike. Nope. And we can't really meld our units. I mean, a big Votavary could be interesting. No. Leave. We're just going to dupe our Votivaries. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it's the right call. Not at all. Maybe the second, like, Proclamation does a lot of damage, has holdover. Maybe that's a little bit better. Screw it, I'm going for Proclamation. I know I was talking up the Votivary, but you know what? I need more things that do damage. You can't take this. We might as well pop out with some like 200 damage spells, right? We need something that does damage. There's some damage. Now you're a multi-striker. Doesn't seem that bad. This is also a not bad starting turn either, because we can do Bounding Echoes, Drip Fall. I want them to attack, so I'm not going to stun them. We can do a Primitive Mold into a Glug, into a Little Fade. I think we actually want him at the top. And then I suppose we should just buff you slightly. Although they didn't do any damage, but we can always just reap them on the middle floor now. Okay, you gotta be played. You gotta be played. You just burn out. That's your job. Then, mold. Mold. We're gonna play this here, so let's mold here. Just so we're doing some damage. Not as much as I would want, but we're doing some. Ah, I can't play you! I needed one more infusion on that floor, damn it! Well, at least it's a lot of reap being applied, but I did screw that up. I thought that the other glug was infused, but it's not. It was only this one. A little bit of a mistake. By a little bit of mistake, I mean a big freaking mistake. You're only taking 52 damage. We gotta do something about that. Dripfall or Proclamation, one or the other. Or more reap, but the reap doesn't really matter at this point. We need to just do straight up more damage. We'll start here. You're taking 78 damage. Let's just consume this card to get it out. No one's burning out yet, because you haven't died yet. We have enough molds next turn, and this card won't come back around long enough, or before long enough, so we'll do it like that. Endless! You gotta go out. This is kind of your whole deal. You gotta go out and you gotta burn out. You're healing. Oh, because you aren't dying! Damn it! Why are these free? I don't care why they're free. They're free. Which means I can kill all these units. It's pretty good. You're all gonna die. You're all gonna die. All right, well, in that case, let's start with the holdover one. How much damage are you gonna take? How are you all taking so much damage? Oh, you're taking all the damage from the reap. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. See, you're taking no physical damage, Gilded Wing in the back. What we need to do is we need to proclaim, Wormkin, proclaim. Now you're dead. Our champion's dead? Perfect. Please, please. 84 damage. Okay. We will mold. Let's mold here, just so that we, know how we're killing these enemies, Burn out 1, so you're just gonna burn out immediately, although you're still not dying, Votivary in the front. I need you to die because you give me HP. Or energy, rather. You're taking 120. Apply +4 attack and burn out 4 to friendly units. That'll probably do it on its own. I'd rather not use the proclamation if I can avoid it, I suppose. You're dying, but you'll just come back next turn. I don't care about you. I hate that you are living with the multi-strike, though. Well, you know what, in that case, then you'll live. Probably this is better. Now you're dead. You're already dead. You're not dead. You're taking 120 damage. A lot of that is physical. Primitive mold, fracture for the greater good, fatal melting. For the greater good, maybe we can take control of a Gilded Wing that has 280 health. That'd be something. Or maybe you on the middle floor. That'd be something. Not quite enough to kill you. Fracture would give you 12 fracture, and you take more damage from the fracture. Right now you're taking 20 damage. This will make you take 36? It's not enough to kill you on its own. Well, you know what? Why don't we just do this? You're gonna live with 5 health and hit the pyre once. You know what? I'd rather you didn't. How come I have 2 proclamations that are attuned and have holdover? I duplicated them, that's right. Look, sometimes I forget these things. Although I'm liking the card, it's doing a good job of killing some enemies. Oh, we didn't get the card that allowed me to create an enemy and summon him and keep him and make him mine. Well, that's unfortunate. Also, I've got to play these. Okay, Glug is out now. You're already dead. Now you're dead. We're gonna lose 1 proclamation, but that's okay. I want my units to die. They are not dying as fast as they should. I've screwed up somewhere along the line. I need to like reap my own dude, which we could do, could very easily do. So 200 damage to an enemy unit. No, I want you guys to die. So you're dying, good. You're dying, good. What about this? It only does 4 damage. I could take a multi-striker. I don't know, it doesn't seem that important. For the greater good, you've been not that great. It doesn't heal, it would just take control. So, I don't want it. I don't know how I'm gonna kill you. You're like the perfect antithesis to this fight that I've constructed for myself. I can't even kill you. I can't even kill my champion. Your whole point in existing is to just die as frequently as possible. Die, die, die. It is 200 damage. Do we want to hold this card over? No. Next turn's gonna suck though. Okay, now you're taking 0 damage. We should try to stop that. This is actually, like, not horrible. Because we can play the Glug, and we can descend a unit that does damage. But we're doing no damage from Reap at all. 5. You're dead. You're still dead. Do we even want the Votavary? Because I could literally play I mean, we could play a Glug next turn because it's gonna die. I want you to die from burnout. Beautiful. Okay, you took some additional damage. I didn't just let a unit die, but like, what the heck else am I gonna do? Infuse, extract, drip fall, proclamations, not good enough. Well, that's free. You have burnout 1. What do I expect you to accomplish? You have burnout 1. If I play you, you will kill my Glugsider faster than he otherwise would die. Does have 57 reap. He's taking 285 damage. If I play the Glugsider, it reduces the damage because of the fact that we reduce our charged echo capacity. I could try to buff it as much as possible, but we're not killing this unit. He's gonna kill the pyre, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm thinking, like, is there anything I can do? I don't know why lately I've been having such a hard time accumulating units on these runs. It feels like it's harder to accumulate units in the update. I guess half of it is that you are sometimes trying to like meld units together, but even on this run, I didn't meld anything together, and I just don't have anything. I guess I put a Wickless Baron in one dude. I just feel like I don't have any units. I sometimes wish that you could keep getting units even after, because you only get units in Monster Train for the first like 3 fights, and then after that there's no unit banners. You don't get units as rewards. It's so hard to accumulate them. I sometimes wish that you could get more units, just because like I had a bit of a deficit early. The options that we had just didn't seem any good. Well, if I play the Glug Cider, you'll accumulate like an extra, I don't know, let's say it doubles your reap. It'll double your reap, but also remove 3 charged echoes, so the damage goes down unless I play Primitive Mold, Echo Infusion, Little Fade. If I play Little Fade, then Glug Cider is just gonna die faster because they burn out anyways. So I suppose what we do is Burnout 2, Burnout 1. I guess if we let Little Fade die, I mean, we'll start here. If we let Little Fade die, it'll apply more burnout to the Keeper of Echoes, who will live for another turn. So you know what? Keeper of Echoes. Votavary can tank for you. No, Votavary can go into the back, because you're gonna burn out anyways. Then we will play Little Fade, who's gonna die and inflict burnout on everyone else. Okay, now you're taking 972. You're burning out, you're dying in a single hit, which is not ideal. Taking 972 damage, that's 100. I don't want to drip fall, because if I drip fall, then the Keeper of Echoes is going to burn out, as will the Votavary. I want them to maybe live for like 1 more turn. That'll do 30 damage, which is not enough. Drip fall stun you is horrible. Infuse Extraction would give +1 health and a little bit more health to people, but we're still burning out is the problem. Proclamation can do some more damage. It's gonna reduce the damage of Reap. It'll reduce it by about 1/4, so it'll reduce it by over 100 damage. It's not worth doing. The Daze is not worth doing. Glug Cider can't even be played. Fatal Melting, might as well. Extract 2. Well, I mean, we got close. Oh well. I tried. I just need more units. I need better units. We didn't have an opportunity to pick up drafts, which I love. No multi-strike in shops. The only unit I really took was Glug Cider, and we got kind of countered by the end of the boss here because he does so much damage. He doesn't stack up the Reap. I don't know how to play this game anymore. I think I've lost it. And for the greater good, I only played it once. The problem is the enemies that have low health, they get put to the front and then they just die instantly, and then it stops me from playing my units. So for the greater good, I've tried. I don't think it's necessarily that good of a card. It's funny, and if you can take it all the way to Divinity, you might be able to snag a boss. But otherwise, I think it's a little bit too annoying to play with. Glugs, you let me down. You let me down. Yeah, Proclamation was a pretty good card. Anyways, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.